Happy Tuesday to you, Chef Kevin Belton here. Now, I'm gonna get you ready for 4th of July. Yes, it's gonna be hot, it's gonna be sweaty, so I'm gonna teach you how to make a frozen s'mores. That's right, who needs a campfire? So I'm starting off with some milk, and I have chocolate instant pudding. Yes, you want instant pudding. Now, I'm just gonna work this in, all right? This is gonna take a minute or two so it starts to thicken up. But you know what? Who doesn't love s'mores? Now, if you've ever been out at a campfire, everybody knows it's putting that marshmallow on a stick. It's once that marshmallow heats up, putting a graham cracker under it, putting a piece of chocolate on top of that, another graham cracker on top. Well, I tell you what, 4th of July is summertime, it's gonna be warm. So I decided, why not make a s'mores where we can make inside and make it frozen? Now, as you see, I'm using instant pudding. That's right, that's the important thing. You need an instant pudding. And this is gonna take a couple of steps because we're gonna have to chill this, we're gonna have to freeze it, but I tell you what, it's worth the effort. Guys, now that our instant pudding has firmed up, we're ready for the next step. Now, in my pan, I'm just using a sheet pan, but if you notice, I have parchment paper. The parchment paper is overlaying the sides because at some point, I'm gonna have to pick this up. Now, something I learned from Monica, you notice how it's cut to where I don't have those corners, where if it overlaps too much, you get the corners that crinkle in. Monica taught me how to trim the sides so it's even, but we're gonna have to pick this up. That's why I have it laying over the sides. Now look how thick this has gotten. So here, all we're gonna do is pour our pudding in, and make sure, gang, and I keep saying this, make sure on the packet it says instant pudding. You need that instant pudding for this. Oh, I should have taken a spatula to get all this out. Okay, that's good. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna take, I just wanna spread this out. See that? It's like decorating a cake. Just want to make sure it's smooth on all sides. So you can see this is our chocolate component for our frozen s'mores. Now, what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to get this in a refrigerator and have this chill. So I'm going to get it in the refrigerator to chill because once this chills, we're going to make another layer to go on top of this. So the next time you see me, this will be chilled and we'll get ready to make that next layer to go on top. Can't wait to eat this one. Welcome back. Our pudding is now chilled, so now let's work on our next layer. Now what I'm starting off in the bowl here with is marshmallow fluff. Also I have some cream cheese in here and we're gonna mix this together. Now this is gonna form our next layer in this frozen s'mores. Now we just want this to get nice and smooth. And this won't take long, but think about the flavor with the marshmallows. That cream cheese is gonna add a little tartness to it. That's it. Look how easy that was. So let's move this out of the way. Now I'm gonna take a little whipped topping. You could make your own whipped cream. Get that little off there. And I want to take this and just fold this in. All right? We want to keep this kind of nice and light. So that's why we're just going to fold this in and not mix it in. Just to keep this next layer nice and light on the top. This is something that I don't know if you all ate s'mores as a kid. I never was a big s'mores eater. I guess because I ate the Hershey bars before, so I didn't have anything to put in between, you know, the marshmallow and the graham crackers, because I would eat the chocolate. So I ate the chocolate. I guess you could say I ate the s'mores by themselves, okay? What do they call that? Disassembled. Oh, look at this. Doesn't this look nice and good? Now, once we get this worked in, And you see, I just want to make sure it's folded in and it's incorporated all throughout. We're going to take it. Let's put a little bit here, a little bit on this side, a little bit there. Let's pop some right in the middle. And we want to make sure we get all of this goodness out of here. And just like before, we're just going to spread this out on this top layer. Just nice and easy. Just nice and easy. You can see why I have that paper on the pan kind of overlapping. Because once this chills and gets really hard, we're going to pick this up and we're going to have to cut this. Now, if you notice, yeah, I had a little bit of chocolate kind of grab on. I went a little too deep, but that's okay. All right. Try to get it even as best you can. You know, we eat with our eyes, so this will look good, but it'll also taste good. Let me get a little bit down on this side. There we go. Oh, put a little more chocolate in. That's okay. We'll get that all straightened out. Now, here's the important thing. What I have to do with this now is I have to freeze this because we want to get it super, super cold. We want this top layer to freeze, and it's going to take a bit to freeze. So once we get it nice and frozen, then we're going to put our graham crackers on it, and I'll show you how we finish this. So let's get this frozen, and we'll see you soon. Hi guys, welcome back. We're about to finish off our frozen s'mores. Now, this is why I had the paper overlapping out of the pan so I could pick it up. So I've taken it out of the pan, now I've set it on the counter. Take your graham crackers, and to know where to cut it, you can just line them up to give you an idea of where you need to cut to make your sandwiches. See, so if you do that, this gives you a nice little line of knowing right where to cut. And you see, this is why we needed this to go back in the freezer to make sure it got really, really firm, okay? So here, let's just turn this. Let's go ahead and continue the cut. Now we have to cut this way. Oh, I tell you what, gang, this is gonna be so good. And imagine, just like the s'mores we make hot, but here this will be cool and nice and refreshing. So, now that we've got them all cut, let's go ahead, finish putting your graham crackers on this side. Because we wanna flip this over so we can do the bottom side. And this is also where our paper comes in handy. Now, take a cutting board, lay your cutting board over, and if you have somebody to help, that's great. But if not, just go for it. Keep your fingers crossed. Pull the parchment paper off the back side. We'll get that little piece later. And look, now all you have to do is line them up on the back side, and here we have our nice frozen s'mores. Now, I tell you what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna take this, okay? You can eat it just like this. Oh, doesn't that look good? Because we got the chocolate, we got the marshmallow, and we got the graham crackers. Look, here's a piece of clear wrap. You can make these ahead, individually wrap them, put them in a freezer bag, and keep them back. Put them back in the freezer, in a freezer bag, and now they'll stay frozen for when you want them. So I hope this helps get you a nice, refreshing, cool set for the 4th of July with a nice frozen s'mores to keep you nice and cool. For WWO, I'm Chef Kevin Belton. Have yourself a fantastic day, and we'll see you soon.